Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radhe. Jaya Pancha Tattva, Jaya Pancha Tattva, Pancha Tattva, Jaya Pancha Tattva. Jaya Pancha Tattva. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Om विष्णुपाद परम सपरिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् अभयचरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की समस्त गौर भक्तवृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयामुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Hare Krishna. Welcome to all of you for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam 3rd canto, chapter 22nd, text 5. So please repeat after me. तव संदर्शनादेव छिन्ना मे सर्वसंशयाः। यत् स्वयं भगवान् प्रीत्या धर्ममहरिरीक्षिष्णोः तव संदर्शनादेव छिन्ना मे सर्वसंशयाः। यत् स्वयं भगवान् प्रीत्या धर्ममहरिरीक्षिषोः तव संदर्शनादेव छिन्ना मे सर्वसंशयाः। यत् स्वयं भगवान् प्रीत्या धर्ममहरिरीक्षिषोः माताजी। Root word meaning tava, your, sandarshanat, by sight, eva, only, chinnaha, resolved, me, my, sarva samshayaha, all doubts, yat, in as much as, swayam, personally, Bhagavan, your Lordship, Pritya, lovingly, Dharmam, duty, Aha, explained, Irakshishoho, of a king anxious to protect his subjects. Translation: now I have resolved all my doubts simply by meeting you, for your Lordship has very kindly and clearly explained the duty of a king who desires to protect his subjects. Prabhupada, so purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Manu described here with the result of seeing a great saintly person. Lord Chaitanya says that one should always try to associate with saintly persons, because if one establishes a proper association with a saintly person, even for a moment, one attains all perfection. Somehow or other, if one meets a saintly person and achieves his favor, then the entire mission of one's human life is fulfilled. In our personal experience, we have actual proof of this statement of Manu. Once we had the opportunity to meet Vishnupada Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, and on first sight he requested this humble self to preach his message in the Western countries. There was no preparation for this, but somehow or other he desired it, and by his grace we are now engaged in executing his order, which has given us a transcendental occupation and has saved and liberated us from the occupation of material activities. Thus, it is actually a fact that if one meets a saintly person completely engaged in transcendental duties and achieves his favor, then one's life mission becomes complete. What is not possible to achieve in thousands of lives can be achieved in one moment if there is an opportunity to meet a saintly person. It is therefore enjoined in Vedic literature that one should always try to associate with saintly persons and try to disassociate oneself from the common man, because by one word of saintly person one can be liberated from material entanglement. A saintly person has the power, because of his spiritual advancement, to give immediate liberation to the conditioned souls. Here Manu admits that all his doubts are now over, because Kardama has very kindly described the different duties of individual souls. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you for all of you for coming for class. So the topic, you all of you know, this is So conversation between Kardama and Swayambhu Manu. So before actually Manu came to hermitage of Kardama to give his daughter to him. So because Kardamuni has performed a great austerity with bhakti actually. It's a bhakti yoga he did along with kind of doing his daily duties. So without being a Brahmana, he followed his duties and also he did bhakti. So but that's why his activities, not only simply devotional activities, so he used to follow his daily Brahmanical duties, whatever are there, Nitya Karma. So that's why his bhakti is known as, at that time, it is Sakama Karma Mishra Bhakti, initially actually. So why he performed this Bhakti Yoga? Because to impress Lord, the purpose is, we all know that. So he wants to get a beautiful wife. So that's why he did bhakti for some purpose. So that's why that bhakti became what? Sakama, Karma Mishra Bhakti. Because he did bhakti also, bhakti is the main, and he used to follow his Brahmanical rituals also, daily day-to-day activities like doing Nitya Karma, Sandhya Vandana and so on. So that's why karma is mixed with the bhakti. And he did for what purpose? For getting a beautiful girl. So that's why it is Sakama Karma Mishra Bhakti. We see this in the Acharyas are explaining like this. But why he had the Kamana, this desire is not meant for him actually. How can you say that? This desire is not for his personal desire. He desired, but it's not for his personal purpose. This he had because his father asked him to create progeny actually, to spread this population further. So how can you say he has no desire for his personal sake? Because when Lord appeared in front of him at the time, Lord, by seeing Kardamuni, he was dropping his tears. So that's why we can say that Kardama is not having any kind of material contamination in his heart. So that's why that Kamana is not meant for his purpose. For his personal enjoyment, he was not having this material desire. This is only he is having because of his father wanted actually to get children. So that's why he need to have wife. So for that sake he did. So this is the explanation we see in the Bhakti Sandarbha like this. So that's why, of course, his Bhakti is Sakama Karma Mishra Bhakti, but he is very pure-hearted person. So then after his tapasya for 10,000 years, Lord came, Lord appeared and so on, so conversation we all heard. So he is going to get Swayambhu Manu and he is going to give. And that happened actually after 2 days of that meeting. So Lord Swayambhu Manu came, and Swayambhu Manu, when he came to his hermitage, Swayambhu Manu paid obeisances to Kardamuni. Of course, Kardamuni is young, but still Swayambhu Manu paid obeisances because this is the duty of a Kshatriya to pay obeisances to a Brahmana. So then after that, even Kardamuni also very duly respected him by giving Padyam and Argyam and also giving a proper seat. So then after that we heard that Kardamuni glorified Swayambhu Manu because he came to his house. So Swayambhu Manu came and doing the guest, duly respecting nicely. Guest is most important thing. So he did that by glorifying Swayambhu Manu. Swayambhu Manu is a great king. So he used to hold his rod of chastisement all the time. And he used to go around all his kingdom So that no thieves and rogues can become so active in the society, in the kingdom. So like that, he used to suppress bad elements all the time. He is a powerful king. At that time, Kardamuni explained various duties of a king. So after hearing those duties, so Swayambhu Manu, now he is saying, what he is saying? So he is saying that now I have resolved all my doubts simply by meeting you. Because Kardamuni explained an ideal king how he should be. All those things he explained. Because of that, so all the doubts, Swayambhu Manu is also great personality, he is also pure devotee of the Lord. But yeah, so duties related to a king, how to, if one king who desires to protect his subjects, so what he has to do properly, all those things are being explained there. In the previous chapter, 21st chapter, we heard those. Then after that, so as a reciprocation, Swayambhu Manu again, he glorifies Brahmana. That we have seen in previous slokas, how Brahmana is important for this society. Like he was like a head. So, and whole society is basically dependent on Brahmana actually. A pure Brahmana, a proper Brahmana can create Kshatriyas and others Vaishyas. It's not a difficult thing. So that's why the most important thing is Brahmana, to be proper and perfect. A proper Brahmana can protect and also can make the proper Kshatriyas actually. He can train proper Kshatriyas. And a Brahmana should be having Shamah, Damah, Tapah, Saucham, Kshanti, Rarjavam. All these. He should be having controlling of his senses. He should be able to control his senses and his mind. So Shamaha means controlling his mind, Damaha means controlling his senses. So these are the most important qualities. Kshanti means not get disturbed. Even the situation is so disturbing, but still he is not disturbed. And Arjava means is a simple. So like this. And also he is always engaged in so Patana Patan, that means studying and teaching and training the society selflessly without any hankering for sense gratification. He never expects anything in return. So whatever little things are given, donated to him, he will be happy with that. So that such a simple life, he always, even he has abilities to do so many other things. Like a Kshatriya, he can manage the whole kingdom. So because he is going to train the Kshatriyas. And also he can do business like Vaishyas. He has all the knowledge. But still, he will not do those. Because he will maintain his simplicity so that whatever he teach, it will be pure actually. If his heart is contaminated, then whatever he speak, that cannot be pure actually. So that's why if you meet with a lot of money and fame, because in other varnas, Kshatriya and Vaishya, you can see it's a lot of accumulation of money and fame will be there actually. So if we get affected by those things, if we get interested of those things, accumulation of those things, whenever you accumulate money, then automatically greed increases. Then what will happen? And when you have the greed for the fame, then also that impure heart will not speak truth actually. If the heart is impure, then we can't speak truth. So because of in-biasing to that, to protect that money, to protect that fame, name, so our speech also will be deviated actually. He cannot teach properly the Shastra. So that's why Brahmanas should deliberately, purposefully, they maintain simple life actually. And they always be from the sinful activities. So like this, when Brahmana maintains his purity, then that is the beginning of the society. And such a Brahmana can create proper Kshatriyas actually. And Kshatriyas can manage Vaishyas. So like that we have seen in previous slokas, Brahmanas are coming from the mouth of Virat Purusha or Brahmaji. Also Kshatriyas are coming from the hands, and Vaishyas coming from the Uru, that means from the thighs, and Shudras are coming from the feet. So and also Brahmanas are a head actually. So head means, so you see in your body, if you have hands are little bit broken, or hand is broken, then we can have a wooden hand. Yes or no? Artificial hands are possible. If legs are broken, you can have artificial leg. But if head is broken, there is no artificial head. You can't keep the wooden head. But you can keep wooden hand. Also wooden leg. So that's why the falling of society because of imperfection of Brahmanas. So, but just for the namesake, if we wear thread, then there is no value actually. That society will degrade. If the qualities are not cultivated, simply namesake and for the purpose sake, if we have a ceremony of having the Brahmanical Diksha, and they have no control of their mind and senses, and they are not expert in the explaining Shastra, which can easily understandable to the society, and who can have the full understanding, all the 14 kinds of Vidyas, like all the Vedic knowledge, and so Chaturvidya, Anvikshiki, Trayi, Varta, Dandaniti. So all these knowledge they are having, and they can able to solve any problem of the society. Not that I will read this part of the Shastra so that I can become expert like this, like Jyotishi, like Ayurveda doctor or something, and I will be earning money and I can just to be happy with that. So they are not like that actually. They are very pure and selflessly they study all the scriptures to train the society. We don't know what is useful at what time actually. So they are like selfless, and such a selfless persons, if they disappear, then selfish people will take the control actually. Like you can see in the previous, on the coming chapters also you will be seeing, when there is a big, that means calamity in the society, who is going to control? So even Kshatriyas, if they go wrong, Brahmana can punish them actually. So example, King Venu, he was doing all mischievous activities, he was troubling the society, and these Brahmanas, they gave chance to him. So they gave good lessons to him, but still he was not ready to follow. Then after that what they did? Just one time they hunkara they did. Finish. Like that, one sound enough. So Raja Venu finished actually. So like that, they bring law and order all the time in a proper shape. So monarchy with council of Brahmanas is always a perfect system actually. So but now there is a council of Brahmana are not perfect. Because of that we are facing so many problems. There are no proper Brahmanas actually. So of course Srila Prabhupada says this Krishna conscious movement is meant for creating Brahmanas. But if you make Brahmana position is so cheap, and if it is just without following the qualities, without cultivating the qualities, if you just namesake, if you give Brahmanical position, it's like outside society. In outside society also, what is the problem? Just by birth, without having qualities, they claim Brahmana position. Similarly, not saying out of pride actually, but he is saying, yes, whenever there is an attack on the head, who is going to protect? So hands are protecting actually. Similarly, so Brahmanas are being protected by Kshatriyas. And when there is attack on, and Kshatriyas are also considered, so Brahmanas are also considered as Hrudayam, that means heart. Head, it is a it's a gross thing actually, but the subtle thing is where? Is in this is the hridayam actually, heart. So when there is an attack on the heart, then what do? We immediately, so use hands to protect. Similarly, so Brahmanas protect Kshatriyas. How they protect actually? Whenever someone is beating your hands, then what you will do? So immediately you will keep like this. So you will keep the support of, you take the support of heart. So this is the way, so Kshatriyas are being protected by Brahmanas, Brahmanas are being protected by Kshatriyas. So parasparam, like that we have seen in the previous slokas. So ato anyonyat atmatmanam brahma kshatram cha rakshataha rakshita sankhyayo devaha rakshita smavyayo devaha sa yaha sadasadatmakaha. That's why that is why the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas protect each other as well as themselves. And the Lord Himself, who is both the cause and effect and is yet immutable, protects them through each other. So Lord protects them each other actually. That is the sloka previously, fourth sloka. And today we are reading. So after hearing all this, Swayambhu Manu is saying, Tava sandarshana deva chinna me sarva samshayaha. So Swayambhu Manu is saying, yes, that means both glorifying each other. Brahmanas are glorifying Kshatriyas, Kshatriyas are glorifying Brahmanas. And they know the dependency between both. It's not that the Kshatriya can overrule the society and without consultation of Brahmana. If that happens, then that is known as autocracy. Autocracy is also very dangerous. We have seen in the history autocracy what kind of dangers it can bring, like Hitler and so and so. Autocracy is very dangerous. Without any Brahminical council's consultation, simply feed us so policies, then it's very dangerous to the society. And similarly, Brahmanas, yes, they always give the suggestions to the Kshatriyas and they always try to protect Kshatriyas. And Kshatriyas also always obey the orders of Brahmanas. And Brahmanas are selfless. They are not behind any post or position. So that such a purity is there, then it is easy to manifest a proper society. So like this, both each of them, they respect and they follow each other. So after hearing this, Tava sandarshana deva chinna hame sarva samshayaha. Swayambhu Manu is saying, all his doubts are finished by meeting him. Yat swayam bhagavan pritya dharmamaha irikshishoho. My dear Lord, that means Swayambhu Manu is addressing Kardamuni as Lord, Bhagavan. So, because of you, so dharmamaha, you explained about dharmam, that means duty of a Kshatriya. So that's why I am so happy and my doubts are finished. Now let us come to the purport. Manu described here with the result of seeing a greatly saintly person. So here Srila Prabhupada is saying, particularly, so one more angle he brought out. So, meeting a saintly person. Not just meeting a Brahmana, but meeting a saintly person. So this is the extra point actually Prabhupada is bringing out in this purport. What is the role of a saintly person's meet in our life? So Prabhupada is writing here, just by a moment, if one meets a saintly person, so and achieves his favor, then the entire mission of one's human life is fulfilled. Just for a moment. How a moment? Actually here we see Brahmana explained actually. Kardamuni explained the duties of Kshatriya, and Swayambhu Manu heard that, then all his doubts are cleared by that hearing process. But that's a relation, that is the thing, meeting of a Brahmana and Kshatriya. But here in the purport we are seeing A saintly person. Saintly person is even far, far superior to a Brahmana actually. So, Prabhupada is mainly focusing on a saintly person, not just a Brahmana who is in the mode of goodness. So, such a saintly person's association, even for a moment, is going to fulfill entire mission of once human life is fulfilled. So, now tell me, what is there with the saintly person? So, we always say association of devotees, Mahabhagavatas, pure devotees. Association of pure devotees is very much important. Actually, what happens in the association of pure devotee? Without pure devotee, so can't we get the success of our human form of life? Can't we get ultimate success of human form of life? Why not? Why association of devotees are needed actually? Mercy. Without mercy, Jivatma can't he get the perfection of his human form of life? No? Why? What is there actually? With and without. Without association of devotee and his mercy, Jivatma can't he get perfection by just coming across. So like you see, Vedas are freely available books, like the 4 Vedas, Mahabharata, so Bhagavatam, Puranas, all are available. So Jivatma can pick up those books and so can't he get the perfection? Yes or no? No? Why? Not all can comprehend. Without association, Jivatma can be. And what else? We need person Bhagavat to understand Grandha Bhagavat. So, if someone is exposed to the Vedas, that means Vedic literature, so Jivatma, which didn't get any mercy, such a Jivatma, can he get just by exposed to that Vedic literature, can he get perfection or not? So, what is actually Jivatma means what? So, here the important point, so let us understand analytically actually. We will try to understand analytically. Jivatma means, Jivatma is a soul, is out of which energy it is? It is out of Tadasya Shakti, marginal potency. And it is covered with, in a conditioned state, it is covered with what? Avidya, and also on top of that it is having some karma. Okay? And on top of that it is also covered with what? Subtle body. What is that? Subtle body means false ego, chittam, intelligence, and mind, and senses. This is a subtle body actually. Even senses also comes under subtle body. Senses means not this. Inside there is a one so small particle. This is made up of Pancha Mahabhutas, which is coming from Tamasic Ahankara. And senses are made up of what? Rajasic Ahankara. So that's why they are very subtle. So these senses, and on top of that what is there? Which is covering? What is covering the Jivatma? Gross body. And outside to that gross body what are there? These are all sense objects. So, Jivatma, which is covered with avidya, karma, then after that false ego, chittam, next intelligence, mind, senses, gross body, and outside it is covered with so many sense objects. So such a Jivatma is now given with the Vedic literature. So, and it is going through by itself. Okay? So first of all, understand. This Jivatma is Tatastha Shakti, and all these, whatever the layers, like avidya, false ego, chittam, intelligence, mind, senses, cross body, and sense objects, all are made up of what? They are all made up of what? Which energy? Bahiranga Shakti, yes? Material energy, Bahiranga Shakti. That means now Jiva means, human means, is Tatastha Shakti plus material energy, Bahiranga Shakti. Okay? This Jivatma, by it is having the knowing ability, by that it can know its own body. It can know what is this hand, it can know the sense objects. So that means Jivatma can know body and also all the Jada Padarthas it can know. Sense objects it can know. It can know what is that? Building. It can know what is that? That is a tree. But when it is given with the Vedas, in Vedas what is there? So what things are there majorly? How many things are there? So Brahmaji, when he verified 3 times Vedas, so what he found? Karsan. What he found? Karma, Jnana and Bhakti. Only 3 elements are, na? How many topics are there in the Vedas? Only 3 topics. Even in the Bhagavatam, how many topics are there? Only 3 topics. So Karma, Jnana and Bhakti. So these 3 things only, in every literature actually. So all that means other Puranas also, they deal with these 3 things only. Karma, Jnana and Bhakti. Bhagavad Gita, what is? Bhagavad Gita's content is what? First 6 chapters are Karma Yoga. Middle is 6 Bhakti. Last Jnana. That means Karma, Jnana, Bhakti. These are the 3 topics of Bhagavad Gita. Also you can see. Of course, Bhagavatam is telling you the pure devotion is a conclusion, but it is dealing the Karma and also Jnana also. It is also there. You cannot say that it is not at all there. But every topic concluded in pure devotional service. That is the thing. So now Jivatma, when it exposed to a book, so that's the Vedic literature, which is covering these 3 topics, Karma, Jnana and Bhakti. So Jnana means is telling about Brahman. It's a Brahman, it's knowledge about Brahman. So Jnana means. Bhakti means it's a knowledge about Bhagavan. Yes? And karma is about the activities of this material world. So, please try to hear. So, Jivatma, when it is exposed to such a literature which is covering karma, jnana and bhakti, out of these 3 topics, which topic it can believe? Which didn't get any mercy. That means such a Jivatma will believe in only karma, and maximum by studying Vedas they will become karma kandis, not more than that. Why? Brahman and Bhagavan, they are all what? They are not inferior actually. They are not like objects, like sense objects, no. They are not made up of, or they are not manifesting out of neither so marginal potency or nor external potency. They are manifesting out of what? This is higher potency. Like, can you use a lamp to see a sun? Can you use it a lamp to find the details of sun? No, no. Can you use lamp to see pen or pencil in the dark room? Yes. That means you can use lamp to see lamp, and also you can use lamp to see the objects. So small objects, sense objects. Similarly, Jivatma is being a chit potency. It can know itself at maximum, and without others' help it can know itself, and it can know maximum the sense objects, or otherwise any object which is made up of external potency, not more than that. So that's why when you give a book which is telling about the karma, which is telling about Brahman and Bhagavan, it can maximum know and accept and believe only karma, not more than that. Because Brahman and Bhagavan, they are all achintya actually. They are beyond the logic actually. They are beyond the logic. That's why those who didn't get the mercy of a Lord, mercy of the devotees, they will become by studying Vedas maximum, what they can become? Karma kandis. You may say, so they are studying book, but and there is also explained Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma. There is said actually about the Lord also it is said, and Bhakti, about Bhakti also is said. That means by just chanting one holy name, your past, present and future, all the sins will be destroyed. So such a statements, even if they see how they see those statements, will they take as it is? No. They do what they do? They do interpretation on that. They interpret such a way, oh, maybe this statement is exaggerating bhakti to make us to do bhakti, but actually bhakti doesn't have such a power. And they also see bhakti also as one of ritualistic activity. Is a part of ritualistic activity. And whenever they see Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma, these are all statements only for those people who are not ready to do any karma. All the nikammas means what we say in English actually. Useless fellows only will keep on speaking these statements and deliberating on these statements. We all interested in work is worship, and the statements which are directing to do work, those only we accept as a proper statements. All are just useless. Just a time pass. So this is the perception of a karma kandi, those who didn't get the mercy of a saintly person. Maximum he can become, he may be exposed with the, so about the glories of the Lord. Whenever he study about the Lord, so what is saying Shastra about Lord? Shastra is saying very confused statements. Anuraniyan Mahato Mahiyan. He is smaller than the smallest. He is bigger than the biggest. And Ajanma, and he is also Ajaha, and also he is having the Janma. So that means he has no birth and he has birth. And he is inside and also he is outside. He is inside of everything. So see, if you keep a laptop inside of this room, is it possible at the same time simultaneously this laptop can be outside of this room? No. That means when the karma kandis are going through all these kind of statements which are explained in the Vedas, how they see? These are all illogical actually. They can't get any faith on these statements and they cannot become devotees by themselves. Even the literature is given to them, exposed to them. They got immediately, hey, what is this? This I can't believe. These are all simply contradictory statements. Because Lord is like that. Lord is not like a object which can be understood by our this intelligence. No. It's not the object of so approachable by this material intelligence. No. This Lord is beyond the material intelligence. He is beyond. That's why he is beyond the material logic actually. So but our intelligence maximum can accept those objects can be materially approached, logically can be approached. So that's why there is a need of Jivatma. What it needs? To accept all these statements of Lord, about Lord, these contradictory statements, because Lord is achintya actually. Achintya means he is beyond logic, means simultaneously, at a time, in him, all the contradictory qualities are simultaneously existing. Like example, there is a fire is there, so simultaneously it is also burning and it is also giving cooling effect. What do you say about this? It is like a achintya. It is inconceivable. So Lord is, that means any object, if it is having simultaneously contradictory qualities, then that is known as achintya padartha actually. Lord is achintya. So that's why no one can become by devotee just by studying even the millions of times the Vedas. No one can become. Impossible actually. We can't accept that. So Lord cannot be accepted by Jivatma. Because Jivatma is Tadasha Shakti, so that potency by itself cannot act. Mercy means what? Mercy means? Mercy means? Which Shakti actually, mercy? Huh? We have majorly three potencies only, na? What are those? Antaranga, so Tadastha and Bahiranga. Which potency mercy? Antaranga Shakti actually. So it is always, mercy comes from the heart of devotee. So devotee's heart is full of devotion. So because of that, this heart becomes so soft actually. So this soft heart, so which is full of devotion. So by seeing Jivatma's pity condition, it got melted actually, and it flows. This heart get melted and it flows outside in the form of mercy. That's why mercy is what? Is internal potency. It is internal potency. The superior energy. When this energy is given to this Jivatma, which is Tadasha Shakti and which is covered with the layers, or rather these layers made up of external potency. When this internal potency is given, then it get the faith on statements which are given by Shastra about Lord. Otherwise it's impossible. Even millions and millions and millions of times this Jivatma may come from the Karananusaya Vishnu and take the millions of bodies and go inside and come out, go inside, come out, go inside. Like that every turn, actually 100 years of Brahmaji, it is changing the millions of bodies, but still it cannot become a devotee actually. Until and unless if it is getting the mercy of a devotee. So that's why our spiritual life begins with association of devotees. Otherwise no, it's impossible actually. It's impossible. So we definitely need, so that one momentum is enough. One moment is enough, and that mercy can flow anyway, different ways. So they may glance, they may put hand, or they may bless, they may touch, or they may just wish, or that mercy can flow in many ways. Even there can be a curse also. In the case of Nalakuvera and Manigriva actually, you can see it's in the case of, it's a curse also. Mercy can flow in any way actually. So many forms it is having. So but it is needed actually. It is needed to begin spiritual life. That's why bhakti comes from bhakti. Bhakti comes from bhakti, it is a way. And also this bhakti is and this is also unconditional, ahaituki actually. Because these pure devotees of the Lord, where they distribute their mercy, who is going to control them? On what basis they are going to give to the society, the person? Is there any factor is going to decide that distribution of the mercy? No factor is there. So that's why distribution of mercy by a pure devotee is ahaituki. It is a causeless. So just they go and wherever they want. Why it is causeless? Lord can control them. Can Lord control them and guide them to, oh, for you this Jivatma you give mercy, for this Jivatma you give mercy, like that they say? Lord can say like that? If Lord can say like that, then what will happen? Bias problem will come on. One more problem. Big problem is going to come. Lord will be the controller of devotee. Is it like that? Lord is controller of devotees. Devotees are controller of the Lord. Which is right? Devotees are the controller of Lord. What Lord is saying? Aham Bhakta Paradina. Who is in whose control actually? Lord is in control of devotees. Devotees are not being controlled by Lord. No. So Lord, He has given full freedom to devotee to distribute mercy. So His mercy. So that's why Lord is not going to dictate actually. Devotee only, so He distributes His mercy. So wherever He wants, He can distribute. So that way there is no dosha. But devotee is distributing to someone and is not distributing to someone, so is there any problem? Any partiality, dosha will come in him? Partiality? No. Why? Ishvara Tadadina Balisha Dishasu Prema Maitri Krupa Upeksha. Actually, Madhyama Adhikari, he has, Madhyama Bhakti has discrimination actually. He discriminates the devotees and he discriminates the innocent, and also he discriminates who are envious of the Lord, and accordingly he responds. So that's why, that is not a demerit of him. He can do that. He can do that. So that's why there is no partiality dosha. So that's why devotee can go anywhere and everywhere and he distribute his mercy. And there is no dosha for him. But Lord does like that. So that's why, because of whom we became devotees? Huh? By Lord mercy or the devotee's mercy? Devotee's mercy. So that's why devotees association is the most important actually. Not only for the beginning of our account, bhakti account, even for the continuation of the account also it is needed actually. To maintain this bhakti, to progress in bhakti also it is needed. Because wherever we got the hurdles in doing bhakti, so those hurdles can be overcome by the mercy of Guru. One Guru is also, initially sadhus, they give association. So after keep on hearing these sadhus, you will make one among those sadhus as Guru actually. Then by the Guru's mercy, we can continue our devotion smoothly actually. Otherwise, because you don't think just starting account is not enough. You need also in the further, there will be, you might have done so many anarthas, we have so many anarthas, which are like a stumbling blocks in our devotion. So to cross those blocks, you need the mercy of someone's help actually. So then that's why we need again, so another's mercy, that is nothing but Guru's mercy and Sadhu's mercy is very much needed actually. Then only, so we can continue our bhakti. Otherwise, it will be stopped, stagnated. So, by the mercy of the devotees only, like Chatushkumaras, they are able to see Lord in Vaikuntha because of mercy of Brahmaji and Narada Muni. And also we can see Sukadeva Goswami. So he became devotee because of mercy of Vyasadeva. And Vyasadeva became devotee because of mercy of Narada Muni. So like this you can see there are several examples. Even Chitraketu also previously was king, so Chitraketu Maharaj, so he also became devotee because of mercy of the Narada Muni. And so like this Tumbura. Like this we can see there are various examples. Because of, that's a practical also, logical also, it's a true. So association is giving the mercy actually. That association is cause for the flowing of this mercy, which is a spiritual potency, which is nothing but the internal potency of the Lord. So that is very much required for the Jivatma to put faith on Lord. Otherwise we can't put faith on the Lord. Jivatma by itself, it's using its material intelligence, it cannot put faith. This material intelligence will keep on itching you. It's like in the form of snakes and these different kinds of these. So these poisonous reptiles. So scorpion, it's like a scorpion. Your intelligence is biting. Hey, why we have to accept such an object which is very inconceivable? You don't have any example for such an object in this material world. So to accept, to demonstrate Lord, so can you find any similar object? With an example, can you accept the Lord also? No. Nothing is there actually. Nothing, no object in your life you have experienced object like Lord, then how you can put, and also is beyond your logic, then how you can put faith on Him? It is because of only mercy of the devotees. This mercy only will stop the itching. Your material intelligence is keep on saying that why I have to accept, and it is biting, but still you are accepting and able to continue your sadhana because of mercy of devotee. This is very, very important actually. Wherever there is a mercy of devotee, immediately Lord's mercy also flows behind that. So it is like that. So devotee's mercy is always accompanied with the Lord's mercy. Because of that only we are able to practice our devotion. So that's why one should not be proud of our We bhakti kruta ahankara, because of offenses we may get the, at practicing sadhana we may feel I am best and I am the great devotee, but if we understand the details, we are nothing actually. We are nothing because of the, actually some sadhus and guru, we are able to practice bhakti. It is given to us. So Srila Prabhupada is also explaining in this. So his association with the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj, because of his mercy, he is able to so successfully preach in this West. And in this is instruction. So mercy came here in the form of instruction actually. It can come in many ways. It can come in many ways. So a saintly person has the power because of his spiritual advancement. This saintly person has the power when he get his mercy. Because of this power only, you are able to so progress in devotion. So initially the amount of power and also the type of power he has, devotional power, and also amount of mercy he gives, based upon these two only your speed of devotion depends. Bhakti Udaya. That means when the bhakti arises, that depends upon what? The power. All the devotees, they don't have equal power of the devotion. No. Someone's devotion power is more and someone's is less. And the power and also the amount of mercy they give is also depends, varies. Based upon these two factors, the initial person, and also of course his anarthas, definitely it will be there. That will be stumbling blocks and that will not allow him to progress. But basically you can see that the speed of the devotion in the new candidate depends upon the power of the devotion given to him. The type of devotion it is given to him. Based upon that only he get the ruchi also. That kind of bhajan and that kind of form. So what kind of mercy he get, based upon that kind of mercy, that kind of form and that kind of process of worship, he will get faith. Okay, these things are, few more are there. So that's Prabhupada writing. To give so immediate liberation to the conditioned soul. They can give such a mercy, even at one time you can go to the bhava stage. That's the Kripa Siddha. That much they can give. That much amount of mercy if they give, you can go to the bhava stage without doing anything. Just immediately. That's Kripa Siddhas. Okay, thank you very much for all of you. So we'll finish. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Gaur Premanandi. Actually, I was not able to take questions. I missed time actually. I didn't see. Sorry.